Those numbers are serious, and first responders are preparing to treat possible heat exhaustion or heat strokes this hot weather. Just since last month, MEMS, the ambulance crews, have already responded to 32 heat-related emergencies. THV11's Jade Jackson live tonight with how they stayed prepared and what you can do to keep yourself and your family safe. Jade?
Well, number one, Rolly, first and foremost, you must stay hydrated. Now, MEMS is expecting those numbers to climb higher this summer, but they just want to make sure that everybody out there understands what to do in case of a heat-related emergency. With temperatures rising in the summer, people have their ways of cooling off.
I like to drink water, so I drink a lot of cool water, but at the same time, I like to swim.
For Delano Whitfield and his family, they usually cool down by visiting the splash pad at River Market Park. And making sure his kids don't overheat is always on his mind.
It's real important. I told her today to not wear pants, but she did anyway. But we still came out and got wet. So just as long as you're making sure they hydrate.
And they're proactive in other ways, too.
I mostly drink cold drinks and most likely extinguish.
Over at MEMS, they've already responded to over 30 heat-related emergencies since May.
Heat exhaustion mainly. I haven't seen a heat stroke yet, but if we are getting hotter every day, we can anticipate that we probably will.
First responders are making sure medics stay hydrated and aware of heat advisories, on top of keeping their ambulances cool. Ken Kelly with the Arkansas Ambulance Association says the elderly and younger children are more prone to heat exhaustion.
When we get that call for nausea, vomiting, dizziness, that sort of thing, we always are thinking about, is that heat-related illness?
He says a heat response can come on quickly.
I take very proactive steps to wear, light clothing, try to stay in the shade as much as possible, perform work in small increments, don't try to overdo it, stay hydrated and with water.
Hopefully a lot of people realize heat exhaustion prior to it becoming a crisis and turning into heat stroke.
If you start to feel sick and you're oversweating,
don't guess. Call EMS. If you think you're having a heat-related emergency, don't guess, call EMS.
Now, the hottest month with the most heat-related emergencies, according to Kelly, was in August, but it seems like things are coming a bit earlier this year. So again, like he said, don't guess, call EMS. Reporting live out here in North Little Rock, Jade Jackson, THV 11 News.
Jade, thank you. And both the captain and the chief there both talked about the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke. So you need to know the warning signs of both so you can prevent serious complications. Heat exhaustion will leave you feeling dizzy, sweaty, and cramping. Common side effects include throwing up and a racing heartbeat. If you feel like that, get to a cool area, drink some water, and cool down. Heat stroke will leave you with a throbbing headache and sick to your stomach, but your body stops sweating and your temperature skyrockets. You may lose consciousness with heat stroke or become delirious. Heat stroke is a medical emergency, so get to a cool place immediately and call 911.